Hello, I'm Global Gamer, and welcome to my Bleach Brave Soul series. Today we finally completed all of the Soul Reaper challenge orders, and can get that 5-star character. As you can see, we're collecting an award there. Now, we are going to be given several options. As I've seen in my first account before, we're going to give a quick analysis of each character, and then I got to make a decision. Who should I pick? Let's find out. So first we've got Aizen here. Now, Aizen is a good melee character. He's not too dissimilar from other characters I already have though, like Byakuya and Hisagi. Now, early on in the game, he was one of the stronger cards. I always remember his special kill Suigetsu being devastating, especially in co-op missions, so he was always a useful ally to have. Now looking at his stats, 692 health, 392 attack, 262 defense, 215 focus, and 389 SP. These are solid all-round stats for an early card. Also his soul trait, dodge rate plus 11, is very useful in brave battles. It helps your characters dodge against the opponents, which are always useful. Now, another important factor we have to take into account since the game updated is looking at how these cards look when they become 6-stars. So Aizen's 6-star card per Brave Souls FYI is actually one of the strongest starting ones. So he comes in with 752 health, 478 offense, 265 defense, 247 focus, and 527 SP to average 454. So that's a very strong card there. Now let's move on to Byakuya. Byakuya, I already have a 5-star version. Now this, I believe, is the weakest 5-star Byakuya. Okay, yeah, looking at these stats. 660 stamina, 312 attack, 268 defense, 251 focus, 382 SP. He also has the dodge rate, soul trait, so that's useful. But once again, these stats are very low. As you can see, Aizen's stats much stronger almost across the board. He's got low stamina, low attack, and low SP. And per Brave Souls FYI, his 6-star card is also rather uninspiring. He's a lot weaker than Aizen. So his stats are averaging out at 438 as a 6-star. So we'll forget about him for now. Ichigo, of course, is the most well-rounded character possibly in the game. I've got a frenzy version of him on my other account. He's useful. Yeah, his stats are okay. 692 stamina is quite high for one of these cards. 377 offense, 264 defense. Solid numbers. 214 focus, 369 SP. Now his finisher, his special, once again, is linear. It aims in one direction, which is always difficult to use. Now his soul trait is one of my personal favorites, so yeah, we'll consider him. Uyu's next. Now Uyu is an awkward character to use, I find. Let's have a look. So 661 stamina, 330 attack, very low, as is 242. Well, 242 defense is okay, I suppose. 251 focus is useful. 255 is useful. So Uyu's stats are looking decent. 255 focus, he's decent. As a 6-star, once again, not great. Also, Ichigo also isn't great 6-star, it's decent though. Now Chad, I have him on my other account. And what stands out immediately is that 395 attack and 300 defense compared to the others. He's good as a defensive sort of tank, although his 6-star only sees that defensive number increased by about 5, I think. His SP does increase, so 329 is very, very low. As a 6-star, that number does thankfully shoot up quite considerably to 455, so Chad's a decent option. And finally, Orihime. Now, Orihime is who I picked in my original account when I did this. You see her numbers there. 652 stamina, it's okay. 328 attacks low. 253 defense is decent. 206 focus is low, but it's at 482 SP, and in particular her special, which heals the entire team. And to a great extent, it is a very useful special move, especially if you haven't got a 5-star healer. Her soul trait is also good, recovering 20% stamina between quest areas. So even if you get a better team, attach her to one of your teammates. It's very useful. Now the only problem is she doesn't have a 6-star version yet. I'm not sure she's going to get one, but she's certainly someone I'm going to consider. Right, now it's time to make a decision. Orihime? She's definitely one of the ones I'd want to get. But Aizen is also very tempting. He's very strong as a 6-star card. Aizen has a good finisher. He's powerful, but is he too similar to some of my other cards, like Hisagi, like my other Byakuya? He's not overly different, and although he would make a very strong team, he's just another strong character. He doesn't bring anything unique. Orihime is a healer. Chad also for some consideration. He's a good defender, and Ichido's well-rounded. But you can get other good defensive characters, and quite frankly, Hisagi is more than good enough, so I don't think I'll even consider Ichido. Aizen is certainly someone to consider though. He is a strong character, and he's, like Orihime, they're both intelligence cards, which generally are reasonably rare. At least on my other account, my intelligence team is by far my weakest. Let's look at these stats again. So Aizen is 392 offense and 389 SP. Those are okay numbers. They do increase, it should be noted, in the 6-star version to far more significant numbers. 478 offense and 527 SP. Those are good numbers. And he can become a powerful 6-star. This isn't an easy choice, folks. Both of these are very interesting characters to have. And if anyone was doing this, I'd advise you definitely to think about what sort of character you want before picking, because Aizen and Orihime are both tempting choices. As you can see, that Orihime's SP is extremely high, but Aizen's 6-star is powerful. No matter what, I wouldn't touch Byakuya, and only touch Uyu if you're a fan. Those are the two I'd definitely say not to touch at this stage. Ichido is okay, I guess. I think Aizen is a better Ichido in many ways. And Chad is a tank if you're looking for that sort of thing. But personally, I'd consider Aizen and Orihime to be head and shoulders. Aizen because his 6-star is more powerful and because he's a nice character to use with a good finisher. And Orihime because she's such an effective healer. And one that you can get so early in the game. There aren't that many healers, folks. There's Nanao, and that's a very rare card. There's Umbrella Utatake. Both of those cards are rare and only come at certain times of the year. Unohana is an inferior healer to Orihime. And Frenzy Orihime may not come for a few more months, so unless you're willing to wait around for her, she's a very tempting choice, and I'm not gonna lie, this isn't an easy choice at all. But that said, I've made my decision. Aizen is very tempting, especially due to the power of his 6-star card. Those stats again. But the decision I'm gonna have to make is, I'm sorry Aizen, but I'm afraid the character I'm going to go for is Orihime. Now, it's mainly because she's a healer, and she's quite a unique card in how powerful she is as a healer, so Orihime is my choice, but I wouldn't begrudge anyone who chose Aizen, Chad, or even Ichido, and maybe even Uyu, although I wouldn't advise it. Byakuya is a bit of a harder sell for me, simply because he's a weak 5-star and a weak 6-star, but once again, if you want to collect all the Byakuyas, go ahead. But my choice is Orihime in a way. Yeah, I'm sure about this. Sorry, Aizen. Alright, Orihime, let's go. There you have it. I want to thank you all for watching. I've been Global Gamer. If you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any feedback or questions, leave a comment below. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've been Global Gamer. Thank you, and goodbye.